Welcome into the I-80 Boys College Football Show. It's Colorado versus Kansas week here. We got the preview on tap for you. Chris, I'll start off talking about Colorado. Look, right now, Colorado currently ranks 59th in total defense. And I think they should keep Kansas in check, you know what I mean, coming into this one. I'm going to talk about some stuff here about that in just a second. First, can we just go ahead and mail the Heisman to Travis Hunter at this point? I mean, the guy deserves it. He should win it. He's the best. He's the best player in college football. Give the damn Heisman to him already. I'll say this here, Chris. Colorado, they're pretty banged up when you look at the injury report coming into this one, but they still have enough of their playmakers to still be really dangerous. The game is on the road for the Buffs, and Kansas has beaten two top 20 teams the last 2 weeks to shake the Big 12 up. But Shedeur Sanders looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And outside of Travis Hunter, Will Shepherd and LeJontay Wester have put up some impressive numbers this year. We talk about it all the time. The running game, Colorado is one of those teams, they do not have to run the football in order to win. Okay. They just don't have to. They can throw it a bajillion times and still figure out a way to win. So hats off to them. The defense, I think, has played a lot better. This is still the Big 12, and anything can happen from week to week, as we've already seen. The Big 12 is the conference of chaos, as it's always been known. So, Chris, tell me a little more about Kansas here.
Yeah, Kansas, boy, what a disappointing season, to be completely honest with you. We started the year off, I was pretty high on Kansas. I thought the schedule was very favorable. As you just alluded to, the Big 12 is a complete cluster. I mean, it really, truly is. Kansas is 4-6 currently. Can't believe I'm saying that. This was a team that was predicted to finish third or second in the Big 12 to start the year. But they have losses to, Christian, just get this one: Illinois, UNLV, West Virginia, TCU, Arizona State, and K-State so far on the season. Now, like I said, they've kind of upset me, this by being Christian bet on games, and I complain about Kansas all the time because I was on the wrong side of a majority of those games. But the positive, you mentioned it, somehow has turned the season around a little bit here. Christian still can get the bowl eligibility by beating Iowa State a couple weeks ago, and then they knocked off undefeated BYU last week. So Kansas may be on the upward trajectory here. As far as the offense goes, they're averaging 30.2 points per game, which is 52nd in the country. They're 51st in total offense. They're 23rd in rushing offense, so very good there. But they're 90th in passing offense. And a lot of that has fallen on the shoulders of Jalen Daniels. This kid, I liked him in the offseason. I think he's a very talented kid, but he's been pretty disappointing. He really has. He's only got 1,900 yards passing on the year. He's got a 56.6% completion percentage. Not very good there for a veteran-led quarterback. And he's got 13 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. That's my main point of this in this offense. It's been the turnovers, Christian, especially in crucial times for Kansas this season. But one of the bright spots for him, Devin Neal, the running back, he is a stud. He was a stud last year and the year before. He's got 12 touchdowns on the year and almost 1,000 yards. The wide receiver room, too, something we questioned this offseason about Kansas, who was going to step up. I'll be honest with you, outside of probably Luke Grime, who's their leading receiver with 55 catches, it's been pretty weak, man. It really has. They don't have a ton of weapons, not a lot of explosive plays on the outside. So some of that factors into this offense as well. Kansas has been good enough. They've been putting up, like I said, 30 points per game. That's not terrible in today's college landscape. But the turnovers definitely been a problem. On the other side, the other issue with this team has been the defense. They give up 24.6 points per game. That's 67th in the country. They're 79th in total defense, 72nd in rushing defense, and 82nd in passing defense. So like I said, the 24 points per game isn't the worst, but it's been so inconsistent from week to week. That's why you get, Kansas lost 5 out of its first 6 games, then somehow turns around and beats Iowa State and BYU in back-to-back weeks. So that should tell you a little bit there. As far as the prediction goes, look, everybody knows I don't have a ton of love for Colorado, but Colorado's went out and did pretty much everything they've needed to do since that loss to Nebraska weeks and weeks and weeks ago. They've been pretty damn good. They have been. I can honestly say that. You talked about Travis Hunter. I do believe he should be the Heisman Trophy winner. What this kid's done all year has been simply amazing. Like I said, the Colorado man could cry all they want in the comments here. Christian, you knew I was going to say it. But I do, for the first time this year, I'm taking Colorado, man, in this one. I know Kansas has been red hot. I know Kansas is at home. But give me Colorado 31, Kansas 28 in a close one.
I think Kansas could win this game, Chris.
Uh-oh.
If we're talking basketball, not football. Give me Colorado 35, Kansas 24.